Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be talking about the Roxon Phantom, and this is labeled as the S802. There it is. So the Phantom S802, and this will be in the $50 price range for a multi-tool. Before we go too much further on, I did want to mention this is definitely a belt carry multi-tool. This is very heavy. I would say this is heavier than the Wave, more like the Leatherman Surge weight. So it's very, very chunky multi-tool, not necessarily as large as the Surge, but a very heavy multi-tool. So we look at the pouch, it's nothing very remarkable. It's a pretty ordinary pouch, even a little bit on the cheap side. It does have a little bit reinforcement there, but it is what it is. All right, so let's get to the tool. Now, first of all, we find that it's got some nice pliers here at the end. They seem to meet well. We have got regular wire cutters and hard wire cutters, and let's try these out. These are replaceable, and they do send you a packet of replaceable wire cutters with the tool and the screws as well. So that's a pretty nice feature on the Roxon tool. So we'll go ahead and we'll cut that there. Cut that there, works pretty good. We'll go ahead and we'll get some strand wire, which a lot of times trips up multi-tools. But what I've found is some of these Chinese multi-tools do it actually an excellent job. So anyway, there we go. All right, so pretty happy with that. Now there's no wire crimpers. I know that's too much to ask, but I always hope for it. All right, so let's go ahead and close this up and look at the outside opening tools. Now on this side, you'll notice that it does have a saw, and these tools are all locking. This is a lever mechanism, and so we'll go ahead and press this down and the saw will disengage. So let's see, there we go. And then it seems to be, oh, I guess that's actually for these tools. So this one actually is operated by this linear lock. All right. And then on this side, we have these tools. Now, one of my big complaints about this tool is, I guess you're supposed to open it that way because they have that little, anyway, it seems like sort of a weird way to get at tools, especially on the awl, but it's not super sharp. So I guess not going to damage your fingers too bad, but it just seems like a little lazy that they didn't add an indentation so you could get these tools out more. But it is what it is. All right, so we've got the can opener and the mini screwdriver on the end. We have got the awl. Now this again is not going to be super sharp, but there is a little bit of an edge right there as well. And then we have the Phillips screwdriver. So let's go ahead and try the Phillips screwdriver. And here we go. And this is not as good as I would like to see, especially if you're working on something tough. It does seem to want to sort of skip on you a little bit, and I've actually broken it already. So that's unfortunate, but that's what happens. All right, so anyway, maybe I was using a little bit tougher than I was supposed to, but I was just trying to get that screw out. So unfortunately, that happened. All right, so on the next tool, we have the chisel. Now, I like to see a chisel on a multi-tool. I'm not sure how much use this is going to be. I don't want to get my fingers in the way, but anyway, I'm just not real confident of using that. Anyway, it seems a little bit small, but I guess it's probably maybe more of a scraper too. Let's see what they actually designate this tool as. We have the knife can opener. They do call it a chisel. Flat screwdriver, all wire stripper, pry bar for cans, Phillips screwdriver, and the saw. So we have got the wire stripper as well right there. Okay. So obviously from the Phillips screwdriver, we can tell that some of this metal is a little bit softer than we'd probably like. One of the other functions we'll notice on this is the scissors. So let's go ahead, open the scissors, and here we go. Let's go ahead and try this on paracord. Now, I've noticed with these scissors they do a better job here at the bottom. I guess they do okay there too, but if you hold it like this, I don't know why, they bind up. If you hold it like this, then they do fine. So anyway, it is what it is. I was sort of looking forward to these huge scissors. I don't know how to feel about them. They're all right, but I guess I was expecting a little bit more. So anyway, so there's the scissors. And then one of the nicest features about this tool is the knife. And not necessarily the knife, but that you are able, and this actually has a linear lock as well, that you're able to take this off and actually switch out the knife blades. So it looks fairly simple. Let's see, I think I have that right. Okay, and let's go ahead and look here, and this shows on this side all the knife blades that are available. So we have the utility blade, which is actually what I was the most interested in up here, and then we have the other knives as well. All right, so final thoughts. I did want to bring in a couple other multi-tools to show the other options in this price range. So I'm really disappointed with the Phillips screwdriver. I did not expect it to actually break the metal on camera. But anyway, that's what happens sometimes. So I would have to say I'm not sure how I can recommend this. Maybe some of the tools are okay. I think Roxon needs to definitely work on their metal hardness, maybe using some better metal. I do really like that you can swap out the utility knife, especially after that test. There's a ruler here as well. Especially after that test, I have to say that I'm not probably going to be carrying this. I'll probably use it in the workshop. I don't know if I'll spend the $20 to get the utility knife or not, but that is an option. So in the $50 price range, you do have the Leatherman Rev, which definitely, even though it doesn't offer a ton, I feel like that I would be a lot more confident to offer this to someone than the Roxon. So you have got the box opener, the file, the can opener, and then you do have the screwdrivers here as well. Let's just check out the Leatherman Rev and see how it does. Hopefully we don't break the Leatherman Rev. So anyway, yeah, no problem with the Leatherman. Definitely even fits in there a lot better. So anyway, we have that, and then we also have the Gerber. Now the Gerber truss and the suspension both are definitely in that $50 price range. Sometimes the 400 and the 600 are close, so those are also $50 options different times. The suspension actually has a surprising amount of value to offer. It definitely has a better looking screwdriver there as well. And it has many tools here along with a pair of scissors. Now the scissors in Gerber sometimes, one of the things I find is the spring isn't always super solid, but the scissors usually work okay. So there's all those tools for, again, around that $40 to $50 mark. And then the suspension NXT and also the normal suspension also have a lot of, or some value to offer as well. So that's the Roxon. A little bit disappointed overall, but it is an option there. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, and I'll leave a link for this in case you want to check it out. Have a good day, and we'll see you in the next one.